One quick thing before I get this video started, something I did not mention in yesterday's video. Todd Monken, the new Browns head coach. What are my thoughts on that? I think it's good. I will say one thing, him going from having a QB and a running back to just now having a running back, we'll see about that. Having the team be in the same division is crazy. But now Jim Schwartz wants out. So the one thing the Browns had, which was defense, he's gone now too, or wants to leave. What are you guys doing? Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Jake Reviews. I review Al's movies and sports games, and today we got another movie video. That's right. So, on my board here, which it probably should be deleted now because I'll remember, we have a video that I actually did last month, or earlier this month. I guess it's still January. But today, so I figured that for this year, in the off-season, well, actually, not even the off-season, this will also be throughout the entire year. This will also be, like, even when NFL season next year starts. So I called the last video Movie Madness Talk, where I basically talked about, like, 12 different movies that I saw in the latter half of 2025, and gave a score, talked with them, did all that fun stuff. We're back here doing it again, and I am doing something special. I am going to do one of these every month. Yep, that's right. Every single month I'm doing one of these. So here's my January one. This is for January 2026. There's probably going to be less movies. Let's see. Today I have 8. I have 8 movies to talk about. So not like 16 like I did last time. So hopefully it's a little shorter of a video. But yeah, 8 movies. Once again, I don't review every single movie I watch in January. I've seen more than 8 of these, but I'm talking about the 8 that I want to talk about and the 8 that I have that I feel like will, be somewhat popular. So yeah, here's the first, well, I guess it's part 2 of Movie Madness, but here is January 2026 edition. So let's get right into it. So once again, like I did last time, I have all these ranked from 8 to 1, 8 being the worst, 1 being the best. But unlike last time, because last time we talked about Miller's Girl, none of these movies suck. There's not a bad movie in here. All of these movies are 7 or higher. So we had kind of a mid-little slate for January. I would only say I'd probably only call like I only love like one. I'd say I love 2 of these movies. The rest are like 7s. They're fine, but I'll talk about them. All right. First up, number 8. I'm already gonna get shit for this, but I could explain my little thing I have with comedies. I'm so sorry. Number 8. Oh, by the way, all these are first-time watches. Number 8, Superbad. I apologize. Yeah, Superbad. Once again, none of these films suck. Superbad. So my thing with comedies is, and this is gonna sound very depressing, but I don't really laugh at movies like that. When it comes to me watching a comedy movies can do two things for me. A, they have a plot, and I like to watch the plot. Or if the film has no plot and it's just there for laughs, then you gotta make me laugh. This movie did neither. Superbad. This movie has no plot. It's a fucking college party. It's literally a college party. That's it. Or no, it's a high school party. It's literally a high school party, and that's it. This movie is strictly made for laughs. But my humor is so stupid that Anchorman and Step Brothers are the only 2 movies I can think of that have made me laugh. Yeah, and Adam Sandler and all that and Will Ferrell, those are easy. But this movie's okay. This movie's fine. 7.3. 7.3 for Superbad. It's okay. I understand why people say it's awesome. I think Jonah Hill and Michael Cera actually do look like high schoolers in this movie, especially Jonah Hill. And this is also Emma Stone's first movie, which she is one of my favorite actresses of all time. I love Emma Stone. I think Emma Stone's an amazing actress. Yeah, apparently it's her first movie. Superbad, it's okay. Once again, my humor is so bad that it's whatever. Not a real plot with this movie. Superbad, it's okay. I'm only gonna watch it once. There's a few scenes where I'm okay, maybe in a different universe that could make me laugh, but I like Seth Rogen and Bill Hader as the cops. They play a huge part in the movie. It's McLovin. And yeah, let's move on. Superbad. Number 7. I'm only talking about this one, but I actually watched all of them. Number 7, tried going back to being a kid for a little bit. I was a huge fan of this movie when I was younger. Despicable Me 1, the first one. Not even the best one, but I'm talking about just the first one. Yeah, so this movie I was a big fan of when I was a kid. Loved this movie, thought it was hilarious. This movie is still good. For an animated movie, it's still good. Blue Sky or DreamWorks, they do a good job. I think Vector is a fantastic villain. I think Jason Segel voices him to perfection. Obviously, who doesn't love Gru? Once again, only talking about the first one here, but with the other movies and the Minions movies, well, actually, no, only the other Despicable Me movies, you get to see Gru's chemistry with the daughters, build. But no, it sucks that we see Vector only in this movie, because I would love to see him back again for a second movie, but it's probably over now. Yeah, Despicable Me 1, 7.5. 7.5, which is a good, okay, that's a good movie. 7.5 is still good. It could be a lot better, though. I would consider 8 and higher to be, a great movie. Very cool. There are some funny scenes. The scene where the shark eats him, I still laugh at that to this day. That actually gets a laugh out of me. Number 6. Oh boy, let's talk about this. Number 6, Top Gun. The OG from the 80s. So, I watched this movie, and then I watched Top Gun Maverick back to back. Now, I've seen Top Gun Maverick before. I saw Top Gun Maverick in theaters when it came out in 2022, 2021. Amazing movie. Top Gun Maverick is easily better than the first one, and it's not even close. But I'm not gonna lie. Now, that movie I'm not talking about today. I didn't write down Top Gun Maverick because it wasn't new to me. But I'll say one thing quick about that movie. Top Gun Maverick, I don't know what it was. It might have been the theater experience, but that movie got a little worse. That movie, after rewatching it on Paramount Plus, that movie I liked a lot less than I did when I saw it in theaters. I don't know. Still better than Top Gun 1, though. Top Gun, the OG. How is this movie iconic? How is this movie an iconic 80s movie? This movie is, it's not much. If you're trying to be a film guy and you're trying to watch every iconic classic movie, you could probably skip Top Gun. All this movie is jets, volleyball, and Tom Cruise and a girl. That's it. That's the entire movie. Tom Cruise is awesome as fuck. Tom Cruise is so cool. Even in the 80s when he was a boy, he looked so young in this movie. He's still awesome. Tom Cruise is sick. Val Kilmer's still sick as well. R.I.P. Great. This movie gets a 7.6. 7.6. By the way, Top Gun Maverick's an 8.2. But Top Gun OG, 7.6. Relationship, okay. It's just jets. That's it. Goose's death was kind of emotional, honestly. Very, very. That's probably one of the only impactful moments in the entire movie is Goose's death. But yeah, that could be a hot take. So if you want to comment down below your opinion on Top Gun and tell me why mine's wrong, I have no problem with you doing that. I have no issue with you doing that. It's just not for me. This movie, you could tell it's 80s, hasn't aged the greatest. 7.6. Number 5. This actually is a very good movie to talk about. This movie I actually should talk about on YouTube because I did a whole video of ranking all these movies. So, a few months ago on my channel, I did a video where I talked about me ranking every Star Wars movie because I watched all 9 of them. I watched, the prequels, the OG, and the new ones, right? I watched all 9 of them. Watched them all. I did a ranking of them. Comment down below, or check out that video. I'll put that in probably the end box, whatever it is. But yeah, watch that video. It's pretty cool. I go in depth about every single Star Wars movie. And when I was planning on watching all 9 of those movies, I was like, I'm not gonna watch Solo or Rogue One. I'm gonna skip those and come back to them right now. So here we go. We got Solo. Solo, a Star Wars story. If you have no clue about this movie, it's about Han Solo and Chewbacca, and you get to meet, it's pretty cool. This movie's fine. It's okay. It starts off a little slow, and there were parts of the movie that I watched, and I was like, I don't really care, but then the action sequences are pretty cool. But for Star Wars, I kind of want to see some actions. This is pretty cool for an action sequence movie. Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, plays Lando Calrissian. Amazing casting. I think he fits young Lando's role amazing. You get to see the origin of Chewbacca, the origin of Han Solo. It's great. It's awesome. The funniest character in the entire movie dies. Spoiler alert. The funniest character in the entire movie, I forget his name. I'll put a picture of him on the screen. He has 5 minutes of screen time and then fucking dies. That's terrible. That's bad. I was so upset when that happened. But Solo, for an origin movie, not bad. Have not watched Rogue One yet. You'll see that in another monthly Movie Madness. But Solo, a Star Wars story, gets a 7.7. It's a good movie. By the way, one thing. I'm going to preface this real quick. So, just because I'm doing a Movie Madness every month, that does not mean I'm going to stop doing separate movie reviews. I still am. Every now and then, whenever I want to talk about a movie just in one video, I will still do individual movie reviews. I'm still not doing that. I just got to figure out which movie I want to do it to. I'm just a fan of this format better. You know, I get to talk about a lot in a little. But no, I will still continue to do individual movie reviews, just later down the line. Number 4, once again, going back to my childhood, going back to an old animated classic. I do not know why this movie gets any hate. Number 4, we have Shark Tale. Shark Tale, the DreamWorks film that everyone hates. No one likes this movie. I don't know why. This is a fantastic DreamWorks movie. This movie is kind of funny, and it's amazing. I don't know why I was a big fan of the visuals in this movie. I was like, whoa, this movie visually looks fantastic. I don't know why I was like that. Amazing colors. The casting is crazy. Okay, Jack Black and Robert De Niro play sharks. That's fantastic. Will Smith, Angelina Jolie. The casting is fantastic. Martin Scorsese, his voice acting is really good in this movie. Shark Tale also gets a 7.7. There were some pretty good jokes where I was like, that's pretty funny. Will Smith worked at a car wash, which I did in real life. I relate to Will Smith in this movie. I know he's a fish. Shut up. It's funny. But yeah, a little tiny lore about me. I worked at a car wash. My first job was a car wash. I say first job, but I'm on job 2. The job I work at now, before I was a car wash. Number 3, I talked about this movie, but the new one in the first Movie Madness. Number 3, Anaconda, the 2004 movie. The one that started it all. The Ice Cube, J-Lo movie with Owen Wilson. I don't know why he's in this movie. This movie is honestly pretty good, and it's better than the first. It's better than the new one. I didn't think it would be, but it's better than the first. It's better than the new one. I think Ice Cube and J-Lo have great chemistry. J-Lo's pretty hot in this movie. Owen Wilson. So I have a shtick with Owen Wilson. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I don't mind Owen Wilson in some movies. I think he's great in Loki, for example. But Owen Wilson, he's kind of creepy. He's kind of a creep. I would not let my kids go near Owen Wilson. Just saying. I'm just putting it out there. But no, this film's pretty good. I like the snake. The snake doesn't look too corny, unlike some movies. Jaws. But so they actually did a good job, unlike some movies where they make their fake animal look like shit. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Looks like a snake. That's what you want in this movie. Good movie, a 7.8, which I forget what I gave the first I keep saying the first. This is the first, Jacob. I forgot what I gave the new Anaconda movie, but I think it was less than that. But 7.8, pretty good movie for 2004. It's kind of a weird movie. Like, what you would think from, the cover, you'd be like, oh, this movie's kind of a joke. It's not really a serious movie. No, it sort of is. They took their time with this movie. This movie's low-key like an actual movie. It's pretty good. All right, number 2 and number 1, I actually like these movies. Number 2, I watched this movie last night. The last movie I saw in January. I watched this last night. I was not really expecting to enjoy this movie as much as I did. Number 2, The Big Lebowski. The Big Lebowski. Wow, this movie's kind of awesome. It's sick. It is a sick movie. The casting is phenomenal. Jeff Bridges, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi's in this movie. It's pretty good. This is pretty good casting for a movie. This movie is practically Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges plays the dude, aka Lebowski, and there's a rug. Who pissed on the rug? Somebody urinated on his rug. Somebody pissed on his rug. God damn it. Very quotable. This movie's very quotable. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. This movie's very, very quotable. I mean, honestly, Donnie, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk here. Nothing you're saying here has anything to do with this. You're not in this conversation. So I would stop. Sorry, Donnie was being a little rude over there. It's funny. Jeff Bridges plays an alcoholic who is kind of lost everything. A bowling movie. I wouldn't call this a sports movie, but I guess you can. John Goodman, pretty funny. A lot of F words in this movie. I mean, I don't know if anyone cares. If you don't like swears, I would not watch this movie. But grow up. But no, Big Lebowski, pretty funny. About kind of like a, like they think Jeff Bridges stole money, but there's a different guy also named Lebowski who it's actually him. An entire movie, him and John Goodman are trying to work together to get the money back, but they realize it's a freaking teenager who stole it. A lot of funny scenes in this movie. Definitely could be a rewatch for me later down the line. Big Lebowski, good movie, 8.1. 8.1, very good movie. Number 1, oh boy, this movie could be top 25 film I've ever seen in my entire life. Just like Sinners, although Sinners is better than this movie still. Nothing can beat Sinners. This movie is in my top 25 officially. This movie, I was not expecting it all to be this good because I thought these movies were a joke, but apparently people really like them. Number 1, Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz. The Simon Pegg movies. Shaun of the Dead, I will watch eventually, and you'll see that in a different movie madness. But right now, we're talking about Hot Fuzz. Holy shit. So this movie, it's kind of in the same boat as Anaconda, where I didn't think this movie was going to be, serious at some points. I just thought, this movie's kind of a joke, kind of a gag movie, which obviously this movie does have some humor, some comedy, but it's smart humor, which I don't find funny. See, this is kind of like Superbad, but better. This movie, is it making me laugh? No. Okay, so I care about the plot. The plot of this movie is fucking phenomenal. Amazing movie. Simon Pegg is hilarious. So is his best friend. I forget his name. He's in all 3 movies with him. Fantastic movie. The action sequences are incredible. There's a fucking house explosion in this movie. A house explodes in this movie. Not even James Bond has that in his movies. I actually don't know. I haven't seen any of them. But this movie was very smart. A very smart movie. I'm impressed by how good this movie actually was. Hot Fuzz gets an 8.8. 8.8! That's high as fuck for a movie. Okay? 8.8 out of 10. If that's the best movie I've seen all year, I'm going to be really pissed. Because the fact that we're going to get no 9s at all this year is upsetting. But who knows? February is a different month. Hopefully, of good movies. Hopefully, we got a better movie madness month. But by the way, if you want to know how I watch these movies and how I decide on these movies, so I forgot when I made it, but I have a wheel on my phone. I have an app where it's a wheel, but you can make stuff. You can make a wheel. I think I added 80 movies that were very popular. Haven't seen them, and every single time I just spin it, get it. Watch it. Yeah, so I have a random wheel of movies. So you never know what you're going to get. So Shaun of the Dead, it's on the wheel. I haven't watched it yet. But no, Hot Fuzz, phenomenal movie. Incredible. There's a lot of good jokes, but very smart movie, and I'm very impressed by that movie. So Hot Fuzz gets number 1 in January. That's going to be all for today's Movie Madness, Part 2, technically Part 1. Part 1 of the new year, Part 2 of the channel. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. Comment down below any of the movies that I saw that you like and you're like, Jacob, that movie's good, you just suck. That's fine too. Once again, a lot of off-season content. You'll see a Movie Madness every single month. You'll also see individual movie reviews still. I don't know when the next one's going to be. I got to find a movie to watch and maybe talk about that separately. If it's a really good movie or a really bad movie that has a lot of stuff to talk about, I'll talk about that individually in its own review. But for now, that's going to be all for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed watching, and see y'all next time. Peace.